Hello, my name is Chris, and in today's tutorial on the Best Choice Print website, we'll be looking at designing your own custom wood stick, specifically the player version to that. So let's go ahead and hit on custom hockey sticks. Wait for that page to load, and if we scroll down here, you can see that we have many different types of templates to choose from. Um, We have different types of themes based on birthday, special events, corporate events, sporting events. You name it, we probably have it. So I'm just going to scroll over to the last page here and just look for something that we can utilize here. I'm going to go back to the second page, sorry. Sorry about that. And then look for something that we can utilize here. So let's go with the WPC001 Wood Player Knee Hockey Corporate. Alright, let's quickly fill in the order details for this. So let's say I want 30 of these, all both double-sided, and then we'll leave that as is. And anytime we adjust or change numbers here or change elements here, the price will be reflected here, so you can see the total cost as well as the individual cost for each wood stick. Below that, we have a shipping estimator, so let's type in a pseudo postal code here, hit get rates, and then as you can see, we have three choices to choose from for our shipping. Let's stick with the highlighted, which is the default. Below that, we can also name our job and add additional instructions to our order. But for the sake of this tutorial, we'll leave those two blank and hit customize order. And before we actually proceed with the designing of the wood player stick, I just want to note that the Best Choice Print interactive templates have new features. Though some of them are very subtle, they can be very impactful in your design when utilized correctly. But for the sake of this tutorial, let's jump right in. I think that's the best practice to learn how to utilize some of the older and newer features. So I'm just going to select on the logo and I'm going to replace it here. So I'm just going to hit select and I'm going to select this logo here and hit open. So the site's going to process the image. And then I'm just going to crop it. Oh, not crop it. I'm going to resize it so that it showcases the whole thing. Hit finish cropping. And you can also resize it so that the whole logo fits on the blade of the stick. And you can also rotate it too if you like. So you know what? I'm going to rotate it actually. So I'm going to rotate it like that. Make it a little bit more unique looking. And on the left-hand panel here, you can also see the arrangement panel. So you can bring it to the front or send it to the back, depending on how many elements you have active on your template. You can also play around with the opacity and rotate it. So the difference between this rotational button and this rotational button is that this rotational button allows you to rotate any given element that's selected and rotate that element on intervals of 90 degrees clockwise. So I'm just going to showcase to you very quickly how this works. Alright. I'm just going to rotate it back like that. Okay, so once that's done, you can actually select the graphic on the handle of the stick. And I'm just going to choose an image and I'm just going to see if there's anything that I would like for this. So, you know what, I'm going to choose this one actually. And also change the text. So and like I mentioned earlier, some of the newer features that we've implemented are sort of showcased here in the text option. So if I click on this, in previous iterations, we didn't have the ability to showcase the text to you or preview the text to you, so it was a lot of guessing. But with this, you can sort of look for text and sort of better guess which one you would like. Now, granted, you might have to choose on two or three to finalize your design, but it's reduces the number of steps basically for finalizing your design. So I'm going to go with the collegiate here. Let that load. I'm going to keep this size at 50. the line spacing is left out auto. So basically the line spacing allows you to play with the spacing between lines within a given field. So you can make it shorter, you can make it tighter or closer or wider. The character space is somewhat similar to the line spacing, but the character spacing allows you to change the spacing between each character in a given line. The alignment allows you to align elements within a field, so you can shift it to the top left, bottom left, whatever your heart desires. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to keep it at middle center. And this is another new feature that we have, which is the text direction. So if we click on vertical here, and just wait for that to preview, you can see it looks a little funny looking, but to adjust that, we just simply have to resize the text field and do something like this. And you can quickly see where I'm going with this. So, and then if I just simply rotate it, you can see how cool this looks actually. I quite like this actually. But for the sake of this tutorial, I should say, I'm gonna go back to its original state. I just want to showcase what that feature can do and how you can utilize it if you wish. Alright, so, oops, I went one step too far. I'm just gonna click the redo button. Alright, I'm going to change the color of the font to a dark red to reflect the red in that logo. And you can make the font more bold, italicize, or underline it. You can also insert symbols. You can change the opacity. You can rotate it too, and change the arrangement. But you know what? I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to go to the second page. It's pretty much the same thing, so I'm going to go through this very quickly. So again, you can see the power of my images. So whatever I uploaded previously will be highlighted here or showcased here. Simply select it. The site will process the image. Just simply recrop it to the full image. Resize it. I'm just going to rotate it like that. Change this here, put all stars 2014. Change it to the collegiate, keep it at 50, all this the same, change it to that dark red. I'm going to go with this one here. Alright. I'm quite happy with that, so I'm just gonna, you know what? I just realized something. I'm just gonna shift this text over this a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty much done with the design. Just preview or just review your order. Just make sure everything is the way you want it to be. Once that's done, you can simply click on the approve button. And then that is sort of like the art proofing stage. So just to make sure that everything on your design is the way you want it to be. So you can simply click on these and just to preview, make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be placed, and also the text and spelling is correct. Just simply click on I accept the conditions and click on continue. And at this point, you're pretty much done with the design of your wood player stick. So if you have any other questions regarding your design of your stick or have any questions regarding your order, you can simply click on the help button here. Click on that. A window will pop up and you can simply click on here and type in your email address and then your question regarding your order or your design, and click on email us or chat with us, and a CSR will get to you as quickly as possible. I hope this tutorial really helped you, and I hope you enjoyed designing your wood player stick. My name is Chris, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks, and bye.